I've heard too many pastors and leadership teams talk about what does it look like for them to be the best church in their community, as if it's a competition. And what we want to encourage you with here at Fresh Start Network is not a mindset to be the best church in your community, but to be the best church for your community. And you know what it's like to walk into a room and to meet people and engage in conversation, and you know that they don't want something from you as much as they want for you. And we live in communities where people have a distorted mindset when it comes to God. They think that God's out to get them, that God wants something from them. And we're sending the message as a life-giving church that there is a God in heaven who loves you and a God in heaven who is for you. And so what we want to encourage you to do is to adopt a missional mindset, to have a missional presence, to practice missional practices before you ever launch and long after you launch. Now, what are we talking about when we say missional presence? We're talking about learning to live in a way that the people around you know that you want more for them than from them, that you want more for them than from them, that you are learning to love where you live. Now, I want to encourage you toward two specific missional practices, and I ask you to get with your coach to talk about this further and deeper, to brainstorm as a team. The first practice that I would point you to is to make a difference through serving. To make a difference through serving. What are the unique and creative ways that you can serve the community around you? And again, maybe it's something like handing out water at a busy street. Maybe it's painting a school that needs some extra help. Maybe it's handing out hot chocolate during Christmas. What are the ways to learn to love where you live? I would encourage you to pick a day, like maybe the first Saturday of the month, and every month have a serve day and have your team practice serving the community they live in. And when you do this, here's what's happening. You're ministering through people. You're not just ministering to people. You're learning to effectively lead well. It's not just making a difference through serving, it's also making a difference through sharing. That men and women in your particular community go to bed at night and wake up in the morning and they don't have a relationship with the God who created them and loves them and is for them. And your church family gets a unique opportunity, a unique season to simply help them take their next step with Jesus. You'll never regret it. To see people's lives changed, and we get to be a part of doing that. Now, when it comes to really training your people to be a blessing, because at the end of the day, we are to be a blessing and people know that we're for them whenever we bless them, I want to encourage you to sit down with your team and consistently train them in this way and use this simple acronym, the acronym of BLESS. Train them to begin with prayer, because when God gets ready to do a great work, He calls His people to pray. And if you know who your one is, you can learn to pray for them behind your back. And we have a rally cry, and the rally cry is pray first. Listen to people. Listen to their story. Everyone has a story, and every story matters. So lean in and listen, and you will grow in compassion and empathy. Eat with them. Have them over your house for dinner. Have lunch with them. Take time to maybe go to breakfast with them. Serve them. What are the unique and specific ways that you can serve someone? And last but certainly not least, share Jesus with them. Give them the opportunity. Tell them about how Jesus has changed your life and how Jesus could change their life. And when you do these things, you're adopting a missional mindset. You are anchoring a missional presence. You're actually doing missional practices, and you're sending a message that our church doesn't want something from you, but we do want something for you.